What's going on, guys? This is the Sceptre C305B-200UN1. Just picked it up off Amazon for about 300 bucks. Wanted to go over some of these features first. It is ultra wide, 2560 by 1080p resolution. There's a claimed 200 hertz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, AMD FreeSync Premium, as well as an edgeless design. Not sure about that response time. It says 1 millisecond on the box, but it also says 5 milliseconds on the Amazon listing. Regardless, pretty insignificant difference. I don't know if a human eye would be able to tell a difference. I did want to say, this is how Amazon shipped the box. I hope it's not broken. Let's find out. Alright, so these are all the goodies you get. In the box is the monitor itself. You've got the power brick. You've got a display port cable. The stand comes in two pieces and it comes with a couple screws to put together. Then you have the cord to the power brick. It also includes a mounting port. I'm not going to be mounting it. I'm going to be using the stand that it came with. But if you want to mount it, the option's always there. They also give you this screwdriver with this little plastic nub on it. It's kind of funny. It's like they think you're going to stab yourself and sue them or something. I mean, how stupid are people? Oh, let's see. Going to be pre-fitting the stand just to make sure everything works the way it should. As I mentioned earlier, Amazon sent this to me in the OEM box. I want to make sure everything goes together and isn't broken before diving any deeper. In the manual, they have this little infographic of sorts of how to put together the stand, I guess. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I guess there's some people out there that can't figure it out, so kind of cool that they provide that for you, but if you have to use that, I kind of feel bad for you. Here I am once again, just pre-fitting everything. Just snaps into place, fairly self-explanatory. There's a couple screw holes in the bottom, and that's what holds it together. As I said, it's pretty self-explanatory, but the screwdriver they sent you sucks and just scrapes the screws and doesn't tighten them. So, went to grab my drill, make sure everything's nice and tight before actually putting the weight of the monitor on the stand. Tightening down with the drill now, making sure not to go too tight, but tight enough that the monitor supports itself. Next thing is you snap on the back. It's a pretty deep hole, the screwdriver goes in through there, and they give you this little black plastic cover that you can sort of fill in that hole with the screw on it so you don't have to stare at a naked screw, I guess. These instructions kill me. It shows you the stupidest, most self-explanatory things. I guess there's some people out there that need it. Did want to touch on all the ports on this. On the left two sides, HDMI 3 and 2 are going to be HDMI 1.4 ports at 75 Hz. HDMI 1 is the HDMI 2.0 Hz at 180 Hz. The purple is the display port that supports up to 200 Hz. And right beside that, the green is the audio output if you did choose to plug in your headset into the monitor itself. Right beside that is the power cable. Wanted to load up Apex Legends and Chuck Bangalore's ult, as well as some smoke grenades to see what's going on. This is at 1080p back settings. I was averaging around 130 to 140 FPS. I did see a little drop during the ult and the smoke grenades to 90 to 100 FPS. That's to be expected, happens with every graphics cards. Can't really get around that. There's no workaround. There's just a lot going on when the ult goes off and the smoke grenade goes off. I am running a Ryzen 5 2600 CPU with a Gigabyte RTX 27OC GPU graphics card. It's just the 2070 OC, it's not the 2070 Super, but the thing still looks great. Now this is just some cinematic footage of Norway, I believe. I searched on YouTube 21:9 resolution cinematic footage. This came up. Really nice way to break in your monitor. Now you might have to take my word for it. The monitor is extremely crisp. All pixels are there. It looks really nice in person, but unfortunately the camera I'm using is a Sony a6000. It's a little dated camera. It doesn't perform too well in low light situations, and it doesn't really do this monitor its justice that it deserves. Now this is a budget monitor as you're getting into ultrawide. It cost me $300 on Amazon. There are the Samsung ultrawide monitors that go all the way up to $900, $1,000 plus, and this one is only 1080p. It's not 1440p. You're gonna have to take my word for it though. The monitor looks pretty crisp. I really love it for work, being able to have two windows up at the same time and both windows almost full screen versus having two separate monitors set up. Ultrawide for gaming, as long as the game supports it, is also pretty nice. Apex Legends is a great example. It does support ultra-wide resolutions. Having that FOV turned up in Apex Legends really gives you such a wider field of view than people playing on a 16:9 resolution screen. Now, I'm just going to let these last couple minutes of this video play out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I did just buy this monitor today, so I can't comment on the longevity of it. Maybe I'll do a review again in 6 months of daily usage. I will say I've already used it for about 7 hours today, mostly for work, a little bit for gaming, and a little bit for editing this video in Adobe Premiere Pro. Feel free to drop those comments if you do have any questions. I will be here to monitor them and answer them. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and smash that fucking like button.